They give us a table here and they're saying, does it represent a function? Right? Does it represent a function? That's the first question. And for every x value, only one y value comes out, right? Because they only show us one y value coming out for each of the different x values. So it does represent a function. Yes, it does. So then it says, if so, write an equation using function notation. Remember, function notation is f of x equals, right? Okay. So let's see what we could do. Remember, we want to see the growth each time. So let's see if it's consistent. So from 4 to 8, I added 4. From 8 to 12, I added 4. From 12 to 16, I added 4. And from 16 to 20, I added 4. So we realize now that it is linear, right? Linear. Now, linear equations are written in the form y equals mx plus b, right? But they want it in function notation. So they wanted us f of x equals mx plus b. Now, let's remember where the m and the b are in the table. The plus 4 down here, that's the m. And the number of tiles in the 0th term, right here, that's the b. So we could write the function now as f of x equals m, which is 4, x plus b, which is also 4. And there would be the rule in function notation. This is a pretty bad question, in all honesty, because m and b are both the same. And if you got mixed up, if this was the m or the b and this was the m or the b, you wouldn't even know you got it wrong. However, they made it easy for you by giving you the slope and the y-intercept both the same.